Hi guys, today we're going to be talking about why I decided to make a values-driven brand over a dropshipping store. My name's Haley Bagby, I'm a college sophomore, and I'm passionate about building income streams while I'm in school. To be fully transparent, I've just started this journey and I've made $134.25 since I've started. So to be clear, this isn't going to be like I made 6 figures doing this one trick and I'm going to teach you all how to do it. This is me just showing my work in real time. So at the start of the summer, I decided I wanted to experiment a little bit with Shopify, and after researching the different directions, I landed on building a print-on-demand shop that was inspired by environmental activism, and I decided to call it the Forager's Grove. The shop is majority tote with some pins and a few random things that all have the same theme of enforcing environmental policy and education and starting these important conversations with the audience. It's only been a few weeks since I started building the shop and I still haven't made any sales, but I have been learning how to optimize my shop little by little every day. I just haven't been super pushy on ads because I'm a little bit iffy on the conversion rate and want to make sure everything's okay at the point of sale more so than just like making a good ad that gets clicks. But the more confident I get with my listings, the more I learn, the more comfortable I feel, getting paid ads to try and get traffic to my shop. So in this video, I'm going to try and break down why I decided to do print on demand over the very traditional dropshipping. And a quick disclaimer before I get into it, dropshipping definitely works for people. It is made for people. Some people just start and they just immediately do amazing at it. They love it. It's great. And that is amazing if it works for you. I just felt that it didn't really work more with my niche and my products and what I wanted to make. So this is purely just my personal preferences on what I have experienced. So the first reason is pretty simple. I just felt like the market was way oversaturated. When I was trying to research dropshipping, I would just run into AliExpress store after AliExpress store with the same products they're selling. It didn't feel really unique. It was just so generic. Because the barrier to entry was so small, there was already so much competition, and it just felt like I would be fighting against all these big corporations and people who are already making so much money, who already have the funding to do this and to just squash any competitors like me. Also, a small bonus was that the dropshipping margins are way smaller than print-on-demand ones because they're doing, almost everything. And then also accounting for the fact that I was also going to use paid ads, it just didn't really feel worth it to me. It also just felt so hard to find any product that was so unique to me. I would just scroll after scroll and it just felt like I was seeing the same shop and it just felt so uninspiring. Another issue I was running into was that when I was scrolling through these stores, it felt like there was just so many Amazon alternatives that would be so much easier to get to. There was more trust and that the shipping would be free if people already had Prime. So honestly, the market just felt really competitive for me, especially as someone who has virtually zero experience with these types of things. The second reason is that I am more of a hands-on person. I like to be able to touch and tweak what I'm building. With dropshipping, you're almost at the mercy of your supplier to guarantee that your products are going to be good quality, and that was something that I felt like I couldn't give that amount of trust to with other people's money. With print on demand, I'm able to order samples. I can see what looks good, what looks wrong, things I need to tweak and edit, and then I can put it out knowing that I am selling something that I trust, that I have verified, and that I think is worth your time and money. For example, I just got 2 sample totes that I had ordered. Both of the designs I was pretty happy with, but there were things that I was like, if I was a customer, I would not be very happy to have gotten this because of this reason. One of my tote designs had a print that was a little bit too big. It didn't feel super even, so I was able to edit that. The other one had some blurry text because it was just a little bit too small. Designing these products also gave me the opportunity to learn about what I was designing. I didn't want to make a conservation tote about an ecosystem I wasn't super well versed in or just didn't understand the general issues with. It was also just been a fun way to teach myself some new things over the summer. And my third and final reason is that the shop is actually mine because I designed these products. I care about the mission behind them. That's why these products were designed. The Forager's Grove exists because I genuinely believe that environmental education pushes policy change. Every product I make is built around that belief. Obviously, I want to profit and make money, but I am also so much more fulfilled knowing that the product that I'm selling and making money off of is from a cause that I believe in and a mission that I want to go far, and that is kind of helping accomplish that. My brand is all about the power of starting conversation and how general education through just talking about these important topics can lead to policy change And I think that my products can help do that. I also think that the customers can feel the authenticity to a degree. My audience is created around my interests and my passions, and I'm able to connect with people who just care about these issues. Since I'm building a values-driven brand, I'm just searching for people who already believe the mission that I'm fighting for. And I have found that that can just create a really pleasant space. So that's my reasoning. The market felt saturated. I feel like I have more control over what I'm making. I feel connected to what I'm producing, which makes the project just feel so much more exciting to work on than just clocking into a job. I also could just understand how the environmentalism niche is going to perform better on a print-on-demand store than a dropshipping store because the audience cares way more about how and where it's being produced. So if you're in the research phase for your shop and you're just trying to figure out what direction to go, I hope this gave you some inspiration. I'll be documenting everything I build as I go this summer, so if you want to follow that, subscribe for more.